Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be talking about a NFT collection project which I'm really bullish upon. And if I had to select one NFT project for the year of 2022, this is the one I would choose. And I'll be covering now in more details what are the reasons and what are the specific features of this collection, why I'm so excited about it. And this is a topic which I plan to cover during the next set of videos which I'll be preparing as well. The reason for this is that once I started researching about the NFT projects, I realized that due to the success which some of the earlier collections like Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks received, there has been a flood of copycat projects, which have flooded the markets and which are just basically replicating and copy pasting the approach used by these projects, and they're not adding anything new, and that's why most of them are expected to go to zero value. And due to this large number of projects being launched every day, it becomes very difficult to select which would be the actual projects which would create value for the investors in long term. So that's why now my efforts would be to focus on identifying which are the projects which I feel would be able to sustain themselves in the long term. So today I'll be covering this project called Voxel Ville Official, and I have been following this project since it launched around September, October last year, 2021. And what really is differentiating and unique about this project is that they are not very focused towards mm, making money or cash grabbing or boosting their subscriber base, boosting their floor price, etc. They are one of those few unique projects which are just consistently delivering on their roadmap, and their priority is creating high quality NFTs. And as you would see that currently they have about 5k NFTs available for sale on OpenSea, and there are about 1.8k individual owners, which is like a good statistic. And if you look at the collection details, you would see that so far they have launched about 9 collections, which are all somehow related to housing in different kind of landscapes, whether it's a jungle, suburbs. Lakeside was their Genesis collection, which was the first collection which was launched. And as you can see, most of their collections are launched in small batches of 250 to 500 now. For some collections are a bit larger with 750, and a recent one for Countryside about 1000. But as you can see, they started off with very small collections, and when you would see any of those pieces, for example, Lakeside, which was their most valuable Genesis collection, they have created every piece with a lot of details. You'll be able to, if you zoom in on any of a particular NFT, you would be see what level of detail has gone into create each and every detail about the whether it's the landscape like the trees, the lake, the bushes, the house, the windows. And when you zoom in further, you would say they would have placed some pets and residents in each of them. And in their Discord group, they also share the process which they use for creating these NFTs. So it clearly shows that the team is really driven for creating value NFTs. And this is something which I really appreciate about this project. And another thing is that despite putting in so much effort, they have consistently maintained a very low mint price. For all their collections which they have launched so far, they have maintained a mint price of 0.05 ETH, which I think is quite fair. And I think currently, despite that it has been more than 6 months since their launch, I think the floor price is quite reasonable at about 0.13. But this floor price would be different for different collections. For example, the Genesis collection is currently at a floor price of about, I think, a little over 1 ETH, which is, I think, also at quite discount because during the recent appreciation, it was trading at around a floor price of about 3 ETH. So I think right now it's a good opportunity. I'll just like to clarify that this is not financial advice, and you should definitely do your own research before getting invested with the project. But in case you do, I would suggest starting up with probably with a more recent, lower price, lower flow collections, and then once you have a stronger conviction in the long term for the project, you can probably go for the Genesis collection as well, because they definitely offer more benefits to collectors who are holding NFTs across all the collections which they've launched. And another useful features which I'm quite bullish of in the near future is that they have announced two uh, new features to be launched in the near future. One is that they would be launching like a companion NFT, which is called uh, avatars, which would be like characters which are also based on voxels, and this would be uh, given to on priority to collectors and holders who already have some of these plots and NFTs launched by Voxel Ville, and a limited part of this collection would also be reserved for non-holders through a whitelisting process. And the other feature which I'm really excited about is the utility. They'll be soon launching a native utility token for all the NFT holders, and their plan is ultimately to create like a complete metaverse ecosystem, which links their uh, plots together with the resident avatars and with integration to Sandbox and launching some possible games in the future as well. So I think so far they are doing very well on their roadmap, and they have a lot of exciting things planned ahead as well. So, considering all these factors, and also that the team behind this project, if you look at their website, you would see that all the details about their roadmaps, what they're planning. And when you look at the founders and the developers behind this project, many of them are doxed as well because they have added their Twitter profile, and it is not something which they created just for this. As you can see, many of them have more than 10 years old Twitter profile, which they've shared their additional details like their Twitch pages, and they keep sharing other information, other projects they have worked on before, other activities they're involved in. So this team is quite transparent about their activities, so which is also a good thing. And looking at how the project has been faring since the launch, I think this is one project which I'm pretty confident will not turn out to be a scam, or it will not be abandoned by the developers. And it's a project where they are working with a very long-term view in the plan. And I hope you found this video useful. And in case if you have any further questions related to this project, do let me know in the comments. And I would be covering some similar projects which I think are really uh, valuable and are I'm expecting them to appreciate a lot in value during this year in 2022. And if there are any specific projects which you think are also worth researching, then do let me know in the comments as well. Thanks for watching.